Right, hi everyone, welcome back. Following on from the last video where I did the front seats, I'm now moving on to do the back seats. So I'll start by pulling it apart. I've got a new carpet set as well, so there'll be a new bit of carpet for the back of it. So yeah, I'll start pulling this apart. I've no idea how it comes apart, but there's not much to it, so we'll get these little handles off first. Seems like a good place to start. And I suppose this is just glued on, I think. Yeah, so that's a bit of carpet off. So hinges next. Looks like it's nailed, but I'll be there's just nails in there. Oh, I see. Right, I was wondering what this piece of material was for, but I can see now that that goes along there to fill the gap, so that's all right. Hopefully the foam's alright on it. We just pop them in the back of there for now, so we can lose them and not be able to find them when we put it back together. Right, so that's the hinges off. That's basically everything off of that bit, isn't it? Alright, well I've got a stapling gun. I think it's got a remover, but I don't know whether that's going to be for removing them, because they look more like nails than staples, but yeah, that's more for staples, isn't it? Right, there's that bit off. Now it's the actual seat cover. I don't know. It's like little tacks holding it. I can still see. Move it a bit closer maybe. Might be a bit better. I think I'll be stapling this. Well, actually, you just pull it, pulls them out anyway. That's easier. Oh, that one's tearing, but it don't matter because we don't need it anyway. That's it, that should pop off of there now. I know a lot of people don't put the back seat in these anyway, but pretty good to me. I thought that would have been glued on there though. How strange. Yeah, it's not even glued on there, that. Right, well I don't think I'm going to pull the other one apart yet. I think I will put that on there now. I'll move that to the edge. Can you still see? Kinda. Turn this inside out and might make it easier. I can just lay it on there like that then. And then like that. And then just curl it around the edges like that. Yeah, that was easier. That's terrible. I reckon I could have sewn that better than that. That's shit. God, what a pile of crap. Oh, that's crap. I think Stevie Wonder sewn this up. Just seeing if I pull it in a particular direction, if I can straighten it out a bit. I might be able to do a little bit. God, that's awful. Awful. Absolutely awful. Right, I think I'm going to start by scraping it to the bottom. Hopefully. Right, now I'm going to try and pull this. too bad. Okay. Let's still. Well, one of the hinge ones there. I'm not going to cut them all out, but I should be able to work out where they are. There's one there. Right, just sort a few more bits out and then I'll come back to it. That might not physically be today, but I wasn't planning on covering it yet, but that'd be alright. That stitching on that's rubbish. They want it. And it's gone there like that. Right, so couple of seconds for you, but for me it's a week later as I've been on holiday. So I've still got to put this carpet on the back piece of here, and I've also got some the hinges which I've got to put on, but I've got to figure out what way around they got to go because they're the later ones. So I'm using the later hinges with the later board rather than the earlier board, which is actually two parts which folds, but that doesn't really matter anyway. But I've also found that, bought a pair of the smaller headrests, because them ones are just so saggy and horrible. It's the way you have to dismantle them, because I think they like the foam's put inside of them in the factory. I think it's like injected in there, so it's, I don't know, but yeah, it's not how I wanted it to come out. So I think these look quite good anyway with these seats. There is some creases in these seats, but hopefully over time they'll get less. But you know, I'm not a professional upholsterer and I don't claim to be, but they're not horrible and ripped and torn like the ones that was in here. Well, I have been trying to find the parts to repair the front seat, because it's only one of the front seats, the original seats. They're not actually here, so I can't show you which is ripped. So I've been trying to find some bits to repair them, so I might do them in the future, but we'll see, even if it's only just to move them on. But yeah, right, so I'm gonna get on with that, and then I've got to take the base of the seat apart and recover that as well. Cool. Right, so I think that's the hinges on the right way. So this part here bolts to the, or screws to the boot board, the one piece boot board, them two, and these bolt to the floor. And from what I can make out, that's the way around they need to go. I'm not, hopefully the flap's on the right side here. That was how it was on this piece, because I can see where the hinges were on that. So, but I think it had a retrim kit, so hopefully it was done properly before. So yeah, now I need to put some glue on both sides, on here and on there, and then we can get that stuck on before we put the handles on, which I've actually opened up this a bit here so we can find the screws where it's screwed on before. Yeah, that's next. Get a good amount. Hopefully we can I haven't put any on the ends here because I want to... Right, now hopefully this sticks alright because the weather's a bit damp and horrible and... It's good to me, and we can still see that. So we can work out where these have got to go in a minute. I don't think I'll need to glue that. By the time that's screwed down there, it's just going to be, yeah, that'll be fine. I've got a bit of glue there. Get rid of that now before it dries too much. Yeah, that's going to look great. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get these through the carpet though, but hopefully that's in the right place. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, just one. I'll try and lift this up a bit just to get it where it needs to go. That's there and there. That's it. Right, that's the back section done now. It's not the best cover in the world, but there you go. You get what you pay for, I guess. And these were a cheaper set of covers, so that's it. Right, so next bit, carry on and do what we got to do. The base. yeah, got to do the base part now, and then that's the seats all done and dusted. Right, so once again on this piece, these all appear to be nailed on. This time we need to keep this piece as it's, I don't know what you call it, but these straps should be screwed on there, and they've come adrift. So we need to unscrew them. Even though we had the screwdriver about 2 seconds ago, and now we can't find it. Right, I'll go and find a couple of tools so we can pull these nails out. I'm not sure I'm going to put this back on yet, because I might end up just putting the nails back in it. I'm not sure. I don't know, or I might staple it, I don't know. It doesn't matter because it's below the seat anyway, so you won't see it anyway. But I thought that these was meant to have the pop, I don't know, what do you call them? The push button, the pop. Well, these are meant to have the little clips on them as well to hold the seat down, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the front of the seat that's clipped down, and these are just to pull it up. Because I've got new ones. We've got new ones of these for the seats anyway. Right. Anyway, let's find some tools. Alright, so just unscrewed that. I thought both of these was on there, but they're not. So, but anyway, I'm not going to film all of this because I'm just basically using a pair of side cutters to pull these out, because I don't know whether I'm going to nail it on, or I probably will use the staple gun, to be honest, because a lot of these are quite loose anyway. Right, well, you get the idea of that. I'll get that off. Right, they pulled all the nails out of that. There's a little bit of glue in the middle as well. Now we've pulled all of that off. That will be going back on. Now we've got to remove all the nails on the main cover. So I'm not going to film that either. But yeah, I don't need to be quite so careful with this because I don't need the cover. So just try and remember how it folds in at the corners and such. Just like down here, it just to try and keep it neat. Depending on how well the new cover fits, probably terrible like the other one, but we'll see. Right, that's all of them pulled out. So, oh, yeah, I thought I missed one then. I have missed one there, yeah. I was bound to miss one, wasn't I? Right, so now this should all just unfold off of this. Hopefully the foam's in reasonable condition. Not too bad. Definitely someone been here before. There we go, that foam's not too bad at all. And that piece can go over there. Alright. Mad though, look at that. How bit of metal. Hey, that's fine. I don't know if I should glue this on there. Probably don't matter, do it really. Right. Now we've got a new seat cover, which is great because it's all creased and horrible, but hopefully we can just come back a little bit. It is chucking it down with rain here as well, so it's not ideal conditions. I wrote that over there. It's still not great like the other side, but I think we'll be alright. What kind of shape is that? Now we just got to try and pull it about a bit so that it doesn't look too awful. Right. And these stakes, as you probably can't see, but they're hardly going in there at all. Well, for some unknown reason this backboard is proper tough, even trying to knock the nails in, so I've put as many like staples, and I have put a couple of nails in it, but I've just run some contact adhesive around the edges, so I'm just waiting for this to tack off, and I'm just going to pull it and glue it all down as well, just to hold it all in place. But yeah, hopefully that should be alright, but I've still got to put that other bit back on yet, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, but we'll work that out in a minute. I've also got the other bits to go on there, wherever they've gone. Right, I don't know where they are at the minute. Right. Yeah, I've got the tags that have got to go on here as well. But it'll be fine. None of them are going to sit on it anyway. To be honest. Right, so it don't look too bad now, apart from the sun. I'm not sure whether that's meant to go in there like that, but I can't remember what shape the old one was. That's not that piece, is it? How can you tell? Yeah, it looks dead straight along there to me. Is what it is. I will be looking at that, repairing them other seats, so I might end up repairing the original 1970 seats, which are like perforated vinyl, and refitting them ultimately. But no, I'll just sell these on. Probably losing money because they're a bit rubbish, to be honest. Hey ho, if you're going to do this, buy a decent set of from somewhere reputable, pay the extra. Right, I'll just put me little strappy bits on. I don't think that's how they're meant to be on. I'm sure these ones on the decent sets of seats that you buy are actually stitched into the cover anyway. Surprise these ones aren't. Not these ones. I've got a little kit to make the little pop connectors, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to get this back piece back on, and then that's it. That's the seats done then. Right, so I think that's it for this one. So this seat base is as good as it's going to get. Like I said, I might revisit it and get the original seat sorted out, because I'm not overly impressed with these covers, and I don't think it's me, but there you go. So we'll investigate this further and decide what to do, but it'll all go in there for now, and we'll get this thing back on the road in the near future, and then we can sort out the other set of seats that originally come out of it later. But right, thanks for watching, and catch you next time.